something. If you're a cis man, do you need a plaid shirt, bulging muscles, to have no room for tears? To love sports?
Man is thrown a football.
No.
Man misses
This
football.
might work for some and not others. Why? Because there's no one way to express masculinity or femininity. That's for you to decide.
Everyone's allowed to have their own relationship to gender.
But there are different things that may affect how the world views your gender.
Or how you choose to express it. For example, makeup. Do you wear it? How do you wear it? How colorful do you make it?
Hair, is it short? Is it long? More natural? Braided? Did you shave it all off?
Clothes. Do you wear skirts, pants, both? Do you accessorize?
Body language. How do you walk? How do you sit?
A person's signs.
All of these things can be expressions of gender.
You might express your gender differently at different points in your life.
For example, do you dress differently than you did as a middle schooler?
Photo of a middle schooler in a yearbook.
Thankfully, gender expression can evolve as you grow as a person.
Whew. Bottom line, you understand your identity better than anyone else.
No matter how you identify, you deserve to be believed and respected.
All right. Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kahak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Sincere shalom to the hopeful elect. All right. I don't really have a title for this lesson yet, but you just watch this little clip that I just previewed. Okay, so you can get an idea of what I'm about to go into. I'm about to go into this whole gender situation, right, that this society is trying to force on the minds of the people. Okay, that in my personal opinion, it don't make no fucking sense, right? Oh yeah, that's what I was going to title this lesson. There is only man and woman. There is no such thing as 72 genders, right? And we're going to get into that in a moment, that whole 72 gender thing, because I got a little article on that. So we're going to touch on that. But yeah, you just watch this little video right here, okay, of these homosexual freaks, because that's what they are. All right, let's just call a spade a spade. All right, these niggas is some freaks, some circus niggas, right? And they on this video right here explaining the difference between this gender, that gender, sexuality. And when you watch this video, okay, it was, for me, it was very confusing to understand. All right, it didn't make no damn sense. Okay, but that is the code name for America, Babylon, which Babylon in the Hebrew is Babal, which means confusion. Okay, this society is full of confusion, and some of the instruments of confusion in this society is the sodomite agenda. Okay, the homosexual agenda, to turn every straight man gay, to turn every woman lesbian. All right. Now it's gone even further. Okay. As you seen in this video, being gay is not enough anymore. Niggas ain't just gay no more. Niggas is tranny, but they still have sex with women. Women are, I don't know what they are. They're turning themselves into what seems to be like dudes. They wearing plaid shirts and fucking khakis, but then they're still attracted to men. Some of these motherfuckers on this video that you just seen straight up said that I'm not a gender at all. I'm just some fucking being living on the planet Earth. Okay? And it's all confusion. Okay, even this person on the screen right here, okay, because this is a man with a wig on. All right. We just calling it for what it is. All right. This is a man with a wig on. OK, it's nothing deep, you know, but the sodomite agenda is trying to twist the narrative and make it seem like this lifestyle is complex, and it's, you know, it's a deep connection with your inner self, and, you know, it's more than just being gay. It's this gender, it's that gender, it's gender information, it's your cisgender, whatever, man. Okay, whatever the hell any of that shit means, I don't get into that. Okay, I go off what the scriptures say. I go off of what Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai says, man. Okay, me personally, I don't get wrapped up in this nonsense, you know, of this gender, that gender, you know. That's that worldly foolishness that the rest of this world is caught up in. Okay. So, yeah, that's pretty much going to be the premise of this lesson, you know, pretty much debunking that whole 72 gender nonsense that this world is trying to push upon us. OK, and it's getting so freaky and so dangerous to the point to where they're actually trying to get our children to believe this craziness, you know, to bow down to this madness, man. All right. They basically just trying to turn everybody out in this shit. OK, and you know, try to make it to where it's like we need to have a soft spot for people who identify as 35 different genders in one. You know, I mean, but really somebody that identifies as multiple genders, I mean, that's not somebody that should really be in a functional society. They should be somewhere medicated in a sane asylum, right? With a straitjacket. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean? Like, you identify as 6 different genders. Like, that's not normal. You know, that's not normal. That's not what the Heavenly Father created. That's not forwarding the progressive nature of the planet Earth. That's not doing anything for anybody but promoting wickedness throughout the world, man. That's all that shit is doing, man. Okay. And you know what? In those mental institutions, and I used to work at a mental hospital. Those mental institutions, they got people in there that are deemed crazy and unstable. They in there, and the shit that they did to get up in there is way less than what these niggas is talking about on this video. You know, way less than what these niggas is talking about on this video. Okay. They booking niggas inside of insane asylums, okay, for minor shit. But when it comes down to this madness right here, this shit that don't make no sense, okay, these niggas is free to wiggle around the earth, spread their philosophy. These is niggas that have regular jobs, you know. They're in the grocery stores with masks on, because they don't want nobody to see. They don't want nobody to see their face because it's a nigga with a wig under there. All right. These niggas should be locked up, man. These is the type of niggas that should be off the streets, away from regular people. But that's not what America promotes. America is going to promote these type of individuals and put money behind their movement. Okay, because it's a sinister agenda that's happening. All right, let's go ahead and get something real quick. We'll come back to that right there. Those are the scriptures I got. Let's see. Okay, let's talk about this whole 72 genders. And I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I just want to show people that this is a real thing that you know, the United States considers. Okay, it says, what are the 72 other genders? What is a gender identity? In today's age, one does not need to fit in with regards to their choices, including their identity. You see, and what's crazy to me is how motherfuckers who write this article, you know what I mean, people who promote this filth, okay? It's crazy how they could just throw out statements, just throw out bold, demonic statements like this, okay? And then continue with the lie, you know? It says, gender is no more regarded as a binary concept where one can either be a male or a female. It has emerged as a continuum or spectrum where one can identify themselves as any of the gender identities. Okay. The term gender identity means how a person identifies themselves concerning their gender. It may be regardless of their anatomy or genetics. Thus, a person may identify themselves as female, male, female, none, both, or some other category independent of their genitals. What the fuck does that mean? Okay, when you really get down to the bottom of it, what the fuck does that even mean, man? I'm gonna read that again. Thus, a person may identify themselves as male, female, none. What the hell do you mean none? You know what I mean? Like when you fill out a job application and they ask male or female, like what do you put? You just put none, other. You know what I'm saying? And you already know an employer, you know, you put some shit like that, you already know an employer is going to look at that and be like, what the hell? Who the hell is this? The fuck you mean none? You know, other. I'm the other gender. Like, huh? That's confusion, man. Okay? It says both. You're both male and female. All right? That's weird. Or some other category independent of their genitals. Some other category. This is sick. It don't even make no sense. And they got 72 genders. I'm not going to read them all, but you see right here. Adam's gender. And it's all different gender definitions, agender flux. What's another one they got? Angenital. Amon gender. Let's read a couple of these definitions. Okay? And mind you, this ain't nothing but rebellion against the Heavenly Father and what he set up in the planet Earth. Okay, and we're going to get that in a moment. But I just wanted to keep people in remembrance of that, okay? Systematically, they set up this whole 72 gender operation, okay? Because they know that this is a rebellion against the Lord, all right? That's why it's so vast and it's so deep in the detail. Esau, with this madness, is trying to come up with his own doctrine. You see? So he has to give you a detailed explanation, all right, of what he wants to convey. Okay? So with these little gender definitions, I mean, when you read it, it really just sounds like this is something he just came up with out of his ass. Okay? But they're trying to push a doctrine on you so it don't even matter what the fuck it is. Okay? I'm just going to read a couple of them. Antigender, a protean gender that can be anything, but it's formless and motionless. What the fuck does that mean? Astergender, the person has a bright and celestial gender identity. Oh my God. Astrogender, having a gender identity that feels to be related to space. Let's go down. Let's go even further. Color gender. In this category, colors are used to describe gender. For example, pink gender or black gender. Demiflux, a combination of multiple genders with some gender static whereas others fluctuating in intensity. This is fucking crazy. Okay, can somebody normal just admit that this is fucking crazy, man? You know, it's like, God damn, what kind of world do we live in where people just, you know, they read this crazy shit and then they just follow along with it as if it's normal or something, man. This is crazy. And this is really what they're pushing inside of educational curriculums. You know what I mean? Because when, you know, I'm reading it and yeah, it's a joke. You know, to normal people, this is a joke. But to the powers that be, to these LGBT people, they're really going hard in pushing this, okay, as a doctrine. They're putting this in the educational curriculums now. In fact, this video, okay, I got this video right here because I had to do a sexual harassment course on my phone for my job, right? So I was watching all of these different videos on sexual harassment, just, you know, breezing through it. I had to do it because I just got this new job. And then this is the video that popped up. You know, this video popped up. This was a part of a sexual harassment curriculum. So the people that are pushing this, they're dead serious about these 72 genders that don't make no fucking sense. Dom gender, the individual has multiple genders with one dominating over the rest. Come on, man. Anybody who subscribes to this type of crazy shit really should be locked up somewhere, man. But nope, in this society, they thrive. They have a voice. You give them a megaphone. They out there on the streets preaching the word. You know, this is why we got to get out of here, man. This is why America has to burn to the ground, man. Okay? Because America is the spearhead of this nonsense right here, man. America is the is the dominating force pushing this agenda, man. Okay? So let's go ahead and get a scripture real quick, man. All right? This is Genesis 5, starting at verse 1. We're going to go to 2. Okay? And this is proof, all right, that the Lord only created 2 genders. Okay? Not 72 different freaky ass fucking identities, man. Okay? Genesis 5 and 1, it says, this is the book of the generations of Adam, in the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam in the day when they were created. Now, where does it say anything? Let's go back to that. Where does it say anything about aerogender, autogender, dom gender, epicene, espigender? Where does it say anything like that, man? Okay? This is the holy book of the Most High. All right? This is the Most High's word. Where does it say anything like that? I'm going to read it one more time. It says, this is the book of the generations of Adam, in the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him. Male and female. Okay? That's it. That's all there is, man. It's just male and female, man. Okay? All of these 72 gender niggas, all right? All of these people that prescribe to these 72 weirdo genders, these are people that are either male or female. They're just bugged out of their mind. Okay? This is psychosis. That's all it is, man. All right? It's only 2. Okay? You're either just male or female. You came out the womb either with a penis or a vagina. All right? And if you came out the womb with either one, well, basically, whatever sexual organs you have, okay, that determines your gender, and you have a certain standard to live by, according to the Lord. A man has a certain right. He has a certain role in society. A woman has a certain role in society. Okay? When both parties are mutual and work together as a harmonious arrangement, okay, there's order in the earth. Things get done the correct way. Families are built up. But when you got this wild shit going on, okay, all of these different freaky identities, okay, how can you actually establish a happy family? I don't give a fuck what they talking about. You know what I mean? They be showing these commercials now where, it's two women raising children. One of the women, she looked like a goddamn fucking skateboarder, and she took some hormone pills. She got a mustache, and then the other one looks like a regular feminine woman, and they're raising two children. Okay, and then the one that looks like a skateboarder, she's calling herself a man, right? How is that a happy family? How does that even make sense? Okay? How does that even make sense? All right? A lot of these people who have all these different genders and who abide by this freaky doctrine, a lot of these people, are, what was I going to say? A lot of these people that abide by these genders and they adopt children or however it works, okay, they have a fantasy family. That's a fantasy family, okay? That's a family based on confusion, all right? Two dads in the house. You know, what is the child supposed to go and tell their friends? They go over there, all of their friends, all of the child's friends, when the child goes over they friend's house, they see mom and dad, a male and a female. Mom and dad, male and a female. And the child has to explain to his friends that have a normal family, like how it's supposed to be. That child has to explain to his friends that he has two dads. Okay? That doesn't make any sense, man. That's a fantasy family. All right? Okay? And that's why this country has to be burnt to the ground, man. It's too much wild activity going on, man. All right? Too much wild activity that's going on that's unchecked, man. Okay? All right? Male and female created he, them, and blessed them and called their name Adam in the day when they were created. That's all it is, man. It's just male and female. Okay? It's nothing deep. All right? It ain't nothing deep. Okay? Let's get this last script right here. This is 2 Esdras 5 and 7. It says, in the Sodomish sea shall cast out fish and make a noise in the night, which many have not known, but they shall all hear the voice thereof. And when you hear a Sodomish sea, okay, a sodomite is associated with homosexuality, right? Sodom goes back to the word, it goes back to the time of Sodom and Gomorrah. And what was going on in the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah? High homosexual activity, man. That's why the Lord burnt it to the ground. It was out of control. Okay? It was out of control, man. Them niggas was probably so freaky. They was probably just having full-blown orgies right there in the middle of the street. The Lord had to get rid of that place, man. When the angels came to the city, niggas was trying to rape the angels, man. Can you imagine that? Okay, think about the city you live in. Imagine if two men, unknown men, came inside of your city and was just walking around, and then everybody in the city, and I'm talking about everybody who lived in your city, came out the house and they try to rape those two men. What would you think of a city like that? Okay? You would think Mad Max. You would think Apocalypse. You would think okay, this city got to be fucking eradicated if they doing shit like this. Well, that's what was going on in Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Okay? So when it's talking about that sodomish, it's talking about the homosexual lifestyles. Okay? Now, we're going to get a different translation for that, just to get a deeper meaning of what that scripture is talking about. 2nd Esdras 5 and 7. What is this? The Revised Standard Version. Okay? 2nd Esdras 5 and 7 in the Revised Standard Version. It says, in the sea of Sodom shall cast up fish. Okay, now when it says cast up fish, it's just talking about a doctrine. Okay? It's talking about a philosophy. Like I said, this sodomite activity that's happening out here in this country, it's became a doctrine now. Okay, this video was on my sexual harassment curriculum, meaning that it was a doctrine that they was trying to get me to learn about 72 genders, you know? So this is literally the Sea of Sodom casting up fish. It's just throwing out doctrines. It's throwing out new ideas. Okay? Let's go back to that. It says, in the Sea of Sodom shall cast up fish, and one whom the many do not know shall make his voice heard by night, and all shall hear his voice. You see? Meaning that basically that right, all shall hear his voice. Okay. Yeah, basically you know, the homosexual agenda is full blown at this point, man. And it's being plastered everywhere, man. Okay, and everybody's seeing the vibration of it. Okay, but the thing is everybody's seeing it, but nobody's speaking against it. People are just conveniently getting with the program. You see it slowly and slowly. At first, people were against it, and people were like, "Nah, we ain't about to let that nigga walk around with that wig on and, you know, pollute the minds of our children." Now in 2024, I mean, the biggest, buffest, straight nigga, he's starting to conveniently accept this agenda. Okay? And what's these niggas' favorite thing to say in regards to homosexual activity? Well, it ain't got nothing to do with me. You see? That's a bitch ass spirit, man. That's some punk ass hide under a rock mentality, man. And that's why the Lord set the prophets up to call this madness out, man. Okay? Regardless of how people feel about it. Because it's fucking up the cycle of the earth, man. All right? It don't have to be as extreme. Things don't have to be as extreme to fuck up the cycle of the earth. Meaning that it don't always have to be, Esau letting bombs off in the middle of the ocean or sucking up all the oil. You know, and people think that that's the only thing fucking up the earth. Oh, the animals are being extinct. No, the vibration of the people can fuck up the cycle of the earth too, man. Okay? The vibration of the people can fuck it up, man. All right? And when you got crazy shit going on like this, when you got niggas thinking like this, okay, this is fucking up the cycle of the earth, because the next generation, well, let's just say a child right now is 2-3 years old, okay? They go to school, you know, and they get indoctrinated with this. It's going to be millions, billions of motherfuckers that think like this, man. Where would the planet Earth be if billions of niggas thought like this? Okay, shit'll be fucked off, man. All right, it'll be women. The majority of women out here with hormone pills. You wouldn't even know what a woman is. And then if you call her a woman, she's an obvious woman. Obviously, you can look at her bone density and her jaw. Right? And she looks like a woman. She might even dress like a woman, smell like a woman, feminine. And then you call her a woman, and then she fucking blows a lid and calls the police on you, and you're like, what the hell happened? Oh, well, I identify as SB gender. How could you misgender me? You know what I mean? And imagine it's billions of motherfuckers that think like that, man. You know? So this is why we need righteousness to be restored in the earth. Okay, so this shit doesn't spiral out of control more than what it already has. All right? We need order back in the earth. We need normal mentalities back. Okay? This is some way out shit that does not need to flourish any longer. Shalom, shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai once again.